In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can make money on YouTube without ever showing your face. Now, before we jump into this topic, I want to talk about some common pushback that many of us face when diving into this a little more. First off, when many approach this subject, they feel it can be overly complicated to accurately make money on YouTube without ever showing their face. People have this notion they have to create these complicated videos with all this production or have this elaborate channel with a ton of views and subscribers, but I'm here to tell you that that is all completely false, and here's why. It all boils down to one thing, and that is choosing the correct niche. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, that's great and all, but how do I know if I'm choosing the right niche? Well, personally, I like to go with some of the top niches there are. Let's take a look right now at what some of the top niches are right now. Some of the best niches to get into right now are health, wealth, travel, relationships, and technology. Now, why is that? What makes those particular topics such great performers? Well, here's why. Number one being viewership. All of these niches feature a really high amount of views. I'm talking well over 100,000 views per video, which equates to a lot more money. Now, the second being high CPM. High CPM means that you're getting paid much more per 1,000 views than you would, say, a prank channel, which only generates about $1 per CPM or 1,000 views. Why this relates so much to these particular niches is because there are so many advertisers trying to outbid each other, causing the price to go up, which means that you make more advertising revenue because all of them want to sell their products or services. And lastly, you have the option of multiple revenue streams with all of these niches. Now, what does that mean? Well, for starters, you could solely rely on Google AdSense revenue, which is not going to be a lot in the long term. However, with these niches, you could sell a course, you could sell a book, you could sell affiliate products, you could sell many things that are related to these niches because a lot of these niches feature problems the audience has, and there are a multitude of solutions that could be offered. A perfect example is in the health niche, right? Many people in that niche are either looking to gain muscle, gain weight, lose weight, be healthier, be on a diet, and those are all problems that you could offer solutions to and make revenue from. Look at wealth, for example. Everybody wants to make money or make passive income. You could offer affiliate products, courses, books, all of those things to solve that problem. Again, with relationships, everybody wants to be liked, everybody wants to be loved. You could sell affiliate courses, books, products on how to be loved, on how to pick up girls or men, or how to win over relationships and people as friends, etc. All right, the first channel I'm going to be showing all of you guys is in the health niche. Now, there are many sub-niches within the general health niche, for example, like losing weight, dieting, keto, gaining muscle, etc. But this is a one I want to show you guys as an example of content you can easily reproduce, and it is called Natural Cures. They have 3+ million subscribers, and as you see, their content is pretty simplistic in terms of their thumbnail, their titles. It's a very how-to, offering a solution to a problem approach. And if we kind of get a overview of their video, we can see that it's basically just stock footage with text added in. I mean, look at this. They're not standing behind a camera. There's no elaborate production. It's literally just the use of stock footage to get their message across. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, that's great, but I probably have to pay for stock footage, so I'm still gated to what I can do, and that is also false. You see, because right here, I've pulled up 3 very popular stock websites where you can get free videos and images, again, for completely free. The first one is Pexels.com, the second being Pixabay, which I've used this a bunch, and of course, we have Videvo.net. Now, again, you can get free stock footage and images from these 3 websites, and they could be a great resource for creating content just like this. Now, if we take a quick gander at the stats of this particular YouTube channel, we could see that it is bringing in over almost 2 million views a month. That is insane. And what that means is that they are bringing in a lot of money. In fact, let's check it out right now. Now, remember that in terms of these particular niches that I'm showing you, health, wealth, relationships, technology, etc., these are generally much better performers in terms of CPM and revenue. So for this example, I'm going to say that probably $15 per CPM is a really reasonable rate. So looking here, we can see they're making 1,600,000 a month. We're going to divide that by 1,000 because you get paid per 1,000 views. And so then we're going to take this last number and we're going to times it by 15 because, again, that's a very reasonable CPM. And actually, they're probably making more than this for their CPM. And this is just how many dollars they're making per 1,000 views. Boom. So that means at a low estimation, that means this channel is bringing in around 24,000, if not more. This is probably, like I said, a really low estimate. So that's insane. 24 grand a month for videos that look like this. And if you look here, they are actually posting often. I think this one posts about once a day, but there are some of these videos like this one that got over 200,000 views, almost 300,000. But again, that relates specifically to their niche. So they're clearly experimenting with different titles and topics, but this is just one example. Let's move on to another one. All right, and this is in the wealth niche, right? So wealth doesn't always have to mean cryptocurrency or making money online. And although those sub niches under the wealth category do and can perform exceptionally well, you also have sub niches like this where it's about luxurious things. For example, the most expensive things in the world, the most expensive hotels or real estate, the richest people in the world, the richest cars or the most expensive cars, etc. And what I really love about the wealth niche is I believe, along with technology, I think it is like one of the highest CPM niches there are. Because of how much advertisers are willing to outbid each other, it just creates this insane CPM for us content creators. And I'm not talking like 10, 15, 20 bucks per CPM. I've seen some that are 50, 60, $80 per 1,000 views. Can you imagine $80 per 1,000 views? That is insane. So as far as what Mr. Luxury makes, it's possible he could be making anywhere between $30 to $50 CPM. We're not 100% sure. So if we go ahead and look at his stats, we could see that his overall viewership is much less than the one I just showed you before, but because his CPM is much higher, he's probably going to be earning about the same, if not more, than that Cure channel. And if we go back to looking at his videos, it seems like on average, they're getting a little bit more viewership, period, than the other ones. Okay, so let's look at his last 30 days. So he's making about 8, 9, 7. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, divide this by 1,000. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and times that. So his CPM is probably closer to 40 or 50. So I'll just choose 40 for this. And look at that. He's making almost 20 grand a month just from running these super simple videos. Now, these do feature stock footage, but they also feature stock images and actual like video clips of the people in it, like this, the home of Shark Tank members. This is actually probably showcasing videos and pictures of the actual sharks. The same with all these. So it's a combination of footage from the particular location and thing that they're talking about. But most importantly, these are all things you can find online and you do not have to show your face at all. Then you just simply have somebody narrate the script over this and you could have some music in the background. Either way, these types of videos take maybe on average about 2 to 3 hours to produce from start to finish. Very easily doable. And for earning about $20,000 a month, that's really not bad. Now here's yet another channel, and this one revolves around relationships. Now this is just a very, very small example because this channel only has about 26,000 subscribers, but it actually gets probably around $1,000 a month just from doing things based on relationship advice. For example, like 3 mistakes that pushes exes away forever. Your ex ghosted you, do this. And again, it's the same pattern. It's just text on the screen with stock footage or clips that they're finding of people or in relationships. Now, obviously, these thumbnails were designed or illustrated, but it all falls under the same thing where you're giving advice or you're showing a how-to. These kinds of things work really well. And I'm not flaunting this to show you that you can make a ton of money on every single niche possible, but it's showing you that you can create a passive income doing content that is extremely simple, because the 3 channels that I've showed you so far all have one thing in common. They're all using stock footage and pictures or pictures and images you can find on the internet. They all have a narration and a script, and they're all pretty simplistic short videos between 8 to 15 minutes in length, and they're all generating anywhere between $1,000 plus a month passively. And looking at this one, it's not even posting every day, and it's still nearing 27,000 subscribers. And like I said, roughly about $900 every single month. So that is not bad at all. And I want to reiterate that this is a small channel in the relationship niche. There are many other channels that do content similar to this that are faceless, that have way more subscribers, way more viewership, that all bank anywhere between 15 to 30K a month. Now, can you imagine if you had an army of these channels just growing and generating revenue, right? It'd be insane. Now, the last channel I wanted to show you guys today is a travel channel. Now, travel channels are really fun because you can really utilize not just stock images and videos, but videos and images from these specific places that you're talking about and just have a voice narrating over it. You don't need any fancy production. You don't need to be on camera at all because the people looking at this content are wanting to know about the place you're talking about. And travel channel isn't someone vlogging, it's talking about the location. For example, like 10 best places to visit in Virginia, 23 most beautiful Caribbean islands, 25 most beautiful small towns in Europe, etc., etc. And we can go through here and see that they are 1 million subscribers. Now, looking at their content, it's the same thing as everywhere else that we've talked about. It's stock footage or some regular footage or images you can find on Google, and it talks about some of the places in these areas or states or countries that are most frequently visited or are hotspots for touring. Now, if we check out these stats, we can see that this channel is bringing in about 4 million views a month. That is insane. So if we bring this up, we can actually go ahead and look at, do 4 million. We'll divide it by 1,000. Okay, now I'm going to tell you right now that this channel is probably, judging by the type of content and how the ad revenue is for the travel niche, because you have a lot of like Airbnb and things, companies, things like that trying to outcompete with each other. So you probably have closer to like probably $25, $30 per CPM. So I'm going to go ahead and say 25. And that means this channel is roughly, and I say roughly as in probably like 80,000 the lowest to probably 150,000 the highest. They're making bank every single month. Now, I can guarantee you that these videos are probably outsourced for probably a couple $1,000s, if not more a month. I would say they're probably spending at max $3 to $4 grand a month to have these videos produced, scripted, narrated, and put together, because some of these are like 30 of the most beautiful cities, 10. This one was 17. But can you imagine making $100K a month and only spending 3 to 5 to have that content created? There is no other business in the world that has these kinds of margins. It is literally insane. And what's great about all these channels that we've talked about today, which, by the way, we're only scraping the surface of really hot niches to cover and really good CPM niches to look into, is that you can monetize all these in more ways than just Google AdSense, right? You can have affiliate products, you can have books, you can have courses. There's so many different ways to monetize this kind of content. And so really, the $100,000 as shown in this is really only showcasing an estimate of what they're earning on ad revenue, Google ad revenue from this channel. This isn't talking about email signups or building an email list or selling affiliate products or selling courses or any of those things. So you can guarantee that some of these channels could be making 6 figures or more a month just on the back end. And when I say back end, I'm talking about things that aren't Google AdSense. So I don't want you to sit there and be fooled by some of these smaller channels that only have 20,000 subscribers and they're only earning a little bit on AdSense. I've seen channels that are around 300 subscribers and are making roughly about 4 figures every month just from affiliate sales and product sales. So these are just ideas to showcase what can be done with faceless channels. And I'm hoping you're getting excited because this kind of stuff is the future of YouTube. You see this all the time and it is highly engaging and people love it. They cannot get enough of it. So let's recap really quickly what we've learned in today's video. The best niches to get into, and this isn't counting all the categories, but some of the top best 5 are health, wealth, relationships, technology, and travel. And this is because the viewership overall on these niches is extremely high and it attracts a lot of traffic and a lot of general traffic, which means it's not super niche down to where your audience potential is going to be very small. These niches also feature high CPM, and that means per 1,000 views, you're going to get paid a lot more ad revenue than you would, say, a prank channel where you only make about $1 to $2 per 1,000 views. Again, this is because advertisers are paying more to outbid each other, therefore raising the cost of ads for this particular niche, which means that you make more as a content creator per 1,000 views. And of course, lastly, my favorite, these niches offer a abundantful amount of opportunities for multiple revenue streams, and you don't just have to rely on Google's AdSense revenue. You can sell affiliate products, you can sell books, you could sell courses, you could do an Etsy store. There are tons of ways you can make money off these channels. You could even build an email list and market to that list. The majority of people in these niches have a pain point or are looking to a solution to something in their life, and that's what makes these niches so fantastic. Now, if you're looking for more ways how to make money online or how to grow and make money with YouTube, be sure to go ahead and follow my channel for more content just like this. Slap that like button, leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite niche is, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.